we have seen relations which are basically a set, in particular a subset of a cross product. For example, given a set A and the cross product A cross a relation is a subset of A cross A. If the underlying sets are A and B, then its cross product is A cross B. A relation is a subset of A cross B. So what we are going to see now, it is also a relation, a special relation called functions. So it is a relation satisfying some specific properties. Just like when you say a relation is an equivalence relation, it has to satisfy properties such as reflexivity, symmetricity and transitivity. Similar to that, function is also a relation satisfying some specific properties. Let's look at an example to get this idea. A say as 1, 2, 3 and B as this. A sample relation is a subset of A cross B. So maybe 1 comma A, 2 comma B and 3 comma B, 2 comma A and so on. So this can be drawn this way as well. You have a set for A, you have a set for B. So here is a set A and here is a set B, and 1 comma A belongs to R. So you see an arc from 1 to A, then 2 comma B belongs to R, and 2 comma A belongs to R, 3 comma B belongs to R. So this set is called domain and this set is called codomain. We always draw an arc from domain to codomain. So the arc is understood, so we don't explicitly draw 1 to A. So even if you skip the arc, it is understood that it is always from domain to codomain. So you see that this relation is pictorially represented using this graph. Now there are some interesting restrictions that we want to bring. So function is a relation which is a subset of A cross B satisfying this constraint. It says for each A in A, there exists unique B in B such that A comma B belongs to R. You see that this has to be respected. So does this relation satisfy this property? If you look at 1, there exists unique B such that they are related. But look at 2. 2 is related to A, 2 is also related to B. So which means this one is a relation, but this is not a function. If it is a function, we cannot have something like this. 2 cannot be simultaneously related to A as well as B. So which means if you have A1, A2, A3, on this side you have say B1, B2, for each of them you should have an image. You should have a pair Bi such that Ai comma Bj is related. So this one is a relation, this one is also a function. Supposing you have A1, A2, A3, on this side you have B1, B2, and you see that something like this happens. For each of them, there exists unique B such that A and Bj are related. It may be the case that some elements in codomain are left out. They don't have any pre-image. That is still acceptable as far as the definition is concerned. It's a relation and this is also a function. So look at something like A1, A2, A3, whereas on this side you have B1, B2. and A1 is related to this, B1 is related to this, and A3 is left out. So which means this one is not a function, because for A3 there is no image on this, and the other reason is A1 is related to two of them. So this is not a function. So you have A1, A2, A3. On this side you have B1, B2, B3. Suppose you have something like this, then this one is also not a function. Reason, the element A3 does not have any image on this side. So when we say A1 is connected to B1, or A1 is connected to B1, A2 is connected to B1, so we say B1 is basically an image of A1, or it is an image of A2, and so on. If you look at A1, A2, A3, they are called three images of B1. Okay, so given a relation satisfying this property, and you get a special relation, they get the name functions. That says for each element in domain, you should find exactly one element in codomain to which it is related. A1 is related to B1, A2 is also related to B1, that's perfectly acceptable. And all of them can be mapped to just one element in codomain, that is also acceptable. But an element cannot be mapped to two other elements in the codomain, so this is not a function. Similarly, each element in the domain must be mapped. Here is an element for which there is no image, here is an element for which there is no image. So this is a relation satisfying this special property. Now we will ask, given a set of size n and a set of size m, and how many functions are there? Just like the way we counted how many reflexive relations are there, how many relations satisfying some specific properties are there, we shall now count how many functions are there. Then we shall look at couple of variants of functions as well.